So hey everyone, this is Swapnil from ACM Student Chapter IITSM Dhanbad, and today we are up with yet another video tutorial on the Educational Code Forces round 90, and today I'll be discussing the problem E, sum of digits of the same round, which is rated for division 2. Okay, so what we have here is a function f of x, which is the sum of digits of the decimal number x, and we have to find the smallest non-negative integer x such that f of x plus f of x plus 1 up to f of x plus k is equals to n. Okay, so I'll just move to the explanation part. Okay, so as explained earlier, we have n and k given by the user, and we will have to find the minimum value of x such that f of x plus f of x plus 1 up to f of x plus k is equals to n, where f of x is the sum of the digits of x. Okay, so this question would have been quite simpler, but the thing is that we have some amount of overflow over here. By overflow I mean the carryover part. So we will have to think of the number x in components. Okay, so let's try to make up this number x with some possible digits or some possible type of components. So my funda or my claim for this question would be, let us suppose x is equals to some prefix, which shouldn't be 9, I'll explain later, and some amount of 9s in the middle, and at last a single digit d. For example, 197 is my prefix, and these are some amount of 9 in the middle, and 3 is the last digit. Okay, so I have supposed this as my x such that the prefix does not contain or does not end with 9. I have not chosen the prefix to end at 9 just to stop the carryover part, just to stop the carry flow. That is when I'll add this particular number with some I. If I'll add with some I, then let us suppose I am adding here with 8, then this thing will get carried over this number, and the carry flow is getting stopped over here. That's why I have decided to choose some prefix which is not ending with 9, just to stop the carry flow. So, and let us suppose the number of 9s in the middle be NINES. Okay, so we formed this just to avoid the carry over when x is added with some I, as explained earlier. So now the thing is, my k is less than equals to 9, so at max my carry will be 1 only, right? As the carry minimum carry will be 1 plus 9, which is 10, to 9 plus 9, which is 18. So at both the times my carry is getting carried over by 1, and we are not having carries like 2 or 3 or something like that, so my carry is 1 only. Now when we will do x plus I to find this particular sum, let us suppose we are doing x plus I. So we have two possible cases for this x plus I. Case 1, when there are no carryovers, means the last digit of this number x is less than like the last digit is something such that when the number I is getting added, then it is not giving some carryovers in the new x. So my new x which will be formed after this addition of I in x will be some prefix, and the set of 9s will be like that only, and d plus I will be there, and this d plus I is less than 9. That's why it is not giving some carry flow, right? And when this d plus I, when I is added over x will become greater than 9, then we will have a carry which is 1, right? At max 1. Then the new x will be some prefix plus carry 1, right? And this carry 1 will be absorbed here only. It will not get flowed over to higher numbers or higher digits, because the number ending, the number by which this prefix is getting ended is at max 8. So 8 plus the carry 1 will be 9 only. So this carry flow will get stopped over here only, and we will have some set of zeros because the 9s are added by 1, which is the carry given by this d plus I, and the d plus I will be d plus I modulus 10. Okay, the remainder when it is divided by 10. Okay, so the example here are when this d will become 12, then my d plus I mod 10 will be 10 only, will be 2. Okay, and the total number of i's for which case 1 will be applicable. Now I'll have to see for how many i's my case 1 is applicable, means there are no carryovers for how many i's. Then there will be 10 minus d total i's for which my carryovers are there are no carryovers, and I'll take the minimum with k plus 1, right? This is trivial step that I am taking the minimum of 10 minus d with k plus 1. So the total number of such i's for which there will be no carryovers will be minimum of 10 minus d comma I plus 1. Okay, so the sum over all the I from I is equals to 0 to k will be, I am trying to find out this particular sum, f of x plus f of x plus 1 up to f of x plus k, which is n, in some other way, in some way where I'll use my component thing, the x which I have formed or which I have supposed. So here sum of all over I will be summation of d plus I, the summation of the last digits of x, x plus I, x plus 1, x plus 2 up to x plus I, right? And the sum of all the 9s, and how many total 9s are there? Total 9s is NINES, and how many such types are there is type 1, right? Where my 9 will be getting added is for the case 1, it's the total number of case 1 possibilities is type 1, so I have multiplied type 1 over here. And when f of prefix will be there, only the prefix sum, only the digit sum of the prefix will be there. There are type 1 such types, and when digit sum of prefix plus 1 will be there, then how many total number of case 2 are there? Total number of case 2 are nothing but k plus 1 minus type 1, right? Total number of cases are k plus 1, so my number of case 2's will be k plus 1 minus type 1. Now f of prefix plus 1 is the sum of digits over prefix plus 1, so it will obviously be f of prefix plus 1, right? So f of prefix into k plus 1 minus f of prefix into type 1, which will get cancelled with this one, and we will be finalized with this particular equation, which implies k plus 1 into f of prefix will be n minus this term, this particular term is getting transposed from this side to that side, and my final equation will be f of prefix is equals to n minus summation of all the last digits and summation of all the 9s by k plus 1. This is simple transposition algebraic equation, so it's pretty clear from this thing. So now what we have here now, so we have f of prefix. What is f of prefix? We have the sum of digits of the prefix, right? So from the sum of digits we can easily form the prefix greedily, right? So what information we have about the prefix? The information I have about the prefix is the end digit of this prefix should be less than 9 to stop the integer flow, which I already discussed at the time of my assumption. And we will take the last element of this prefix as 8. why I am taking this last element as 8? We are taking this so that we will have the smallest prefix of the given sum. We are taking all the digits as some higher digits like 8 and 9, so that my total prefix, the number which I am forming out of that particular sum, will be the smallest, so that we will get x as smallest, right? The smaller the prefix, so the smaller will be the x. So we will take the last element of the prefix as 8, and then we will keep on adding 9 as its digits, so far so as to form the number like this one. So far the addition of 9 will not exceed my sum, and at the last it will be some digit d1, which is getting succeeded by a set of 9s, and at last we have 8. Okay, so now finally we will construct our number x, which is my answer, and that particular x is that prefix which we have constructed over here, and 9's number of 9 and the end digit d. So we will just brute force or loop over all the values of 9's from 0 to 16, as if we will take 17, then 17 into 9 is greater than 150, and my constant for n is less than equals to 150, so 17 can't be the value of total number of 9. So we will loop through over the values of 9 from 0 to 16, and d is a simple digit, so it will have value from 0 to 9. So we will store the smallest value of x in these iterations. Okay, so I'll just show you my code. Okay, and I'll discuss the code. I guess it's visible. Okay, so first I took input from the user n and k, and these 9s and d are the variables which I'll loop over through. And first I have taken answer as infinity, and INF is 1e18, 10 power 18, really high value, and I have taken p is equals to 1. What is the significance of p is equals to 1? P is equals to 1 will be used to form my number x. X is formed by having some the basic formation of two-digit number is 100 into that second digit, and then 10 into the third digit. It's like this one, right? Plus the last digit 1 plus suppose 3, then this number will be 2 1 3. So here the significance of p is this thing only. P is getting or giving the powers to the prefix which I'll be using to construct my particular x. Okay, now I'll loop through all the values of 9s from 0 to 16 lesser than 17, and I'll keep on multiplying p with 10, so that we will have a count of total number of 9s we have used. I mean the more 9s we will use, the more power we will have to raise the prefix, so that it will be used to construct my x. Okay, now my type 1 is, as discussed, the total number of cases where the carryovers will not be there, which is minimum of k plus 1 and 10 minus d. Okay, so I have formed the numerator over here, which is n minus 9s. I mean the numerator is this one only. I have showed you here n minus total summation of 9s of type 1 and summation of the last digit modulus 10. So here I have written n minus total number of 9s of type 1 minus this thing k plus 1 minus type 1. This will also be there in the explanation part. I guess I missed it. Yeah, while having the set of transpositions, I guess I missed this part. Okay, it's a pretty basic transposition. You can see from here that k plus 1 minus type 1 we will have it from here, right? Because this one term is there. I missed this one term, right? So here we will be having this thing. Okay, now it's right. Okay, so this is the thing, and we have found the numerator over here, and the numerator will also have some subtractions, which are the last digit of the addition of the summation of the last digits. I mean this term, summation of last digit over all the i's, where I is ranging from 0 to k. Okay, now if my number which is formed out of this is greater than equals to 0, okay, and it is divisible by k plus 1, okay, so my key, or what is this key? This key is nothing but f of prefix, right? This key is nothing but f of prefix, which we are getting from this equation. F of prefix is equals to this thing. So this key is numerator by k plus 1. Okay. Now answer here will be minimum of answer into answer comma p into helper of k. Now just forget about this helper thing. Helper is nothing. It is just giving me, helper is giving me the number, the prefix. Okay, it is giving me the prefix. It is basically constructing the prefix, and p is taking it to some power, so that when it will be added to the succeeding numbers, we will be able to form the number x. And what is p minus 10? P minus 10 gives the summation of, or it is basically forming the set of nines. Here p minus 10 is something like 99990. Okay, and this, what is this 0 for? This 0 is for the last term. Here the last term d, where we are looping through d equals to 0 to 9. So when we will have 0 number of nines, then p will be 10, and here 10 minus 10 will be there, so we will only be left with d. And when nines will be, let's suppose 1, then p will be 100, and 100 minus 10 will be 90, and 90 plus d will be 9d, right? And 9d plus the prefix which is raised to some power. So this thing is forming, this particular expression is forming my x, and I am basically finding the minimum possible x which is required in my answer. So I'll just move to the explanation of how I am forming the prefix with the given key, and key here is the sum of the digits of the prefix. So I have first checked if my key is less than 8. If my key is less than 8, then there is no meaning of greedily forming that particular prefix. I can just return the key, and that means here it will be something like 7 or 5 or something like this, right? Or 4. So I'll just return it. And if it is not the case, if it is greater than 8, then I'll first subtract 8 from it, because my key will have some expression like this, right? If we are greedily forming it. So first I have subtracted 8 from the sum of digits. Now my prefix will be left over with some set of nines, right? So I'll just remove all the nines, sum of all the nines. And how can I remove sum of all the nines? And I'll have the term d1. My d1 will be given by nothing but key mod 9, where key mod 9 is omitting all the sum of nines over here, and 8 is already omitted. Now I'll just remove k mod 9 from my key, and I'll just check, I'll just raise prefix to some powers, and I'll keep on adding 9 minimum of key or 9, and I'll keep on subtracting it from the key, and at last I will raise my formed prefix to a power 10 we will multiply it with 10, and we will add the value 8 over here, so that my prefix will be formed something like 1999 into 10 plus 8. Okay, so I have written the prefix over here. So I guess this is pretty much it, and at last we have checked if my answer is still infinity or not, and if it is still infinity, then this thing is not possible. For we have looped through all the possible cases of 9s and d, and it is not giving some answer, then we will output -1, and if it is not the case, then we will just output my smallest answer, the smallest value of x. So I'll just check out if it is working for the sample test cases. Okay. Okay, so 104 minus 1 5998, and yeah, it is working for the sample test cases. So I'll move to Codeforces and I'll try to submit this answer. Okay, so I'll choose test.cpp, and yeah, okay, we got an AC over this. Thank you for watching this video, and please like and subscribe, and please share this with your friends. We are really working hard and making these late night tutorials, so please support, and happy coding.